हा सर स्टार्ट करून टाका तुम्ही.
Good afternoon, students. Now today we are here to discuss geography paper unit test number 19 based on the syllabus lesson number 4, 5 and 6. The lesson number 4, it is about the climate. Lesson number 5, it is about the natural vegetation and wildlife. And lesson number 6 is about the population. See the question number 1. Choose the right option and rewrite the sentences. Question number 1, I repeat. 1A, choose the right option and rewrite the sentences. India's climate is of dash type. India's climate is of dash type. We have the 4 options. 1, humid, monsoon, equatorial and cold. So correct answer is monsoon type. India's climate is of monsoon type. I mentioned the reason as well. Why would the India has the monsoon type of climate? Actually, India is a tropical country and India receives its rainfall because of the northeast and southwest monsoon winds. The winds that coming from southwest direction and northeast direction. But the maximum rainfall in India occur due to the southwest monsoon winds. And the term monsoon is an Arabic word. It's an Arabic word. And actually, from this, it means, and most of the time, the traders from the Europe and Arabian region mainly use this term, Mosam. Understand? Monsoon means Mosam. And Mosam, actually, the Arabic word is a Mosama, sorry. And based on that, we just consider it as a monsoon like. Okay, so means these traders mainly approach the Indian territories in a specific Mosam only, in a specific time. Understand? In a specific Mosam. Because of that, they derived the word like monsoon. And from that day, we just try to use the word monsoon. It means India has the monsoon type of climate. Clear? You all get the answer? Monsoon type of climate. Second, population-wise, Brazil is dash largest country in the world. Population-wise, Brazil is the fifth largest country in the world. Fifth. Actually, Brazil, population-wise and geographical area-wise, for both the term, Brazil ranks in the world fifth. Okay, I repeat the answers for first two. India's climate is monsoon type, and population wise, Brazil is a fifth largest country in the world. Question number two. Sorry, question number 1B. Match the column. Match the pair. Match the pair. Column A, evergreen forest. Second, deciduous forest, coastal forest, Himalayan forest. Column B, first option, Sundar trees, pine trees, pau Brazil, teak, orchid. Column A mainly consists of different types of forest, and their examples are given in column B. So here we just try to match them. Evergreen forest, Pau Brazil. Pau Brazil is the correct option for the evergreen forest. Pau Brazil is a popular and largely found tree in the various parts of Brazil. And because of this tree, Pau Brazil, the country get its name as a Brazil. Clear? So Pau Brazil is a evergreen forest. Evergreen forest option, Pau Brazil. Second, deciduous type of forest. Deciduous type of forest, teak. Option number D, teak is the correct answer. Deciduous forest, teak. Coastal forest, option A, Sundar trees. Sometimes due to the Sundar trees in the deltaic section of Ganga and Brahmaputra, we call this region as a Sundarban. Most of the time we use the another term for the coastal forest as a mangrove trees. Clear? And the best example is the Sundar trees. Clear? So Sundar trees are the answer for coastal forest. Himalayan forest, actually Himalayan forest consists of coniferous and deciduous varieties. So pine is the best example of coniferous trees. So pine is the answer for the fourth option. I repeat the options along with their question. Evergreen forest, C, Pau Brazil. Deciduous forest, D, teak. Coastal forest, A, Sundar trees. Himalayan forest, B, pine. Okay. Now, question number 2, A. Answer in one sentence. Attempt any two. But here it is better. One more thing. While you are attending, fill in the blanks or choose the right option and rewrite the sentence. I just repeat the again question number 1A and B. So for question number 1A, if the question is choose the right option and rewrite the sentence, so it is expected you have to write the complete sentence along with answer. Okay, don't you write the option. Okay, I repeat here it is very important for a it means if the question is like that, choose the right option and rewrite the sentence. So it is expected you have to write the whole sentence along with answer. Okay, and underlined it. And in match the pair, it is expected you have to write the column A along with their answer. I repeat, in match the pair, here it is expected first you write the column A along with their answers. Okay, no need to write column B again. Okay, here we only expected column A and their answers only. Question number 2A, answers in one sentence. Okay, now here you have to write the answer in one sentence only. One sentence or one word. It is for 1 mark. What is the sex ratio? Sex ratio means here you only define the term sex ratio. The sex ratio means the number of females per 1,000 males in region. It is called sex ratio. I repeat the definition. Sex ratio means the number of females per 1,000 males in region. Okay, that is what we call sex ratio. Second, which is the national animal of India? Okay, Bengal tiger, the yellow color and black strip tiger, which is found in Bengal, is the national animal of India. Okay, and it is highly found in the Sundarban areas. Sundarban is the real home to the tigers, Indian tigers. Clear it? It is largely found here. Sundarban. I repeat, question number 2A, again I repeat, sex ratio means the number of females per 1,000 males in a region. Second question, which is the national animal of India? Bengal tiger. Bengal tiger. Okay, the tiger with red, yellow color and having black color strip. Okay, is considered to be the national animal of India. Now the question number 3. What is rain shadow region in Brazil called? The rain shadow region in Brazil called as a drought quadrilateral. We call this region as a drought quadrilateral. And sometimes the drought quadrilateral region also have a one more term, Caatinga. If the answer is drought quadrilateral or Caatinga, is correct. I repeat, the rain shadow region in Brazil called as a drought quadrilateral or Caatinga. Both answers are correct. Huh? Okay. Now come to the next page. Question number 3. Wait for a minute. Huh? Question number 3. Question number 3 based on graph. Observe the following graph and answer the questions given below them. Question number 3 is based on graph. Observe the following graph and answer the following questions given below it. Okay, the graph is based on sex ratio. The sex ratio of Brazil and India. I repeat, the given graph mainly for sex ratio of Brazil and India. Now the question number 1, which country has the highest male population? Which country has highest male population? Actually, here they ask for male population. It means here we compare, it means sex ratio gives us idea about the female population and male population. Okay. Now, when we consider the sex ratio is very high in Brazil and sex ratio is lower in India, means in India it is less than 1000, means in India it is observed that the number of females remain less than 1000 after per 1000 males. Or in Brazil, it is observed the number of females remain above 1000 after per 1000 males of their country. Understand? So the male population remain high in India. Okay, the first question, which country has the highest male population? So the correct answer is India. India has the highest male population. Second question, which country has the highest female population? The female population remain high in Brazil because their sex ratio remain high. Okay. Third question, which country has rapid increase in female population after 2001? I repeat, which country has a rapid increase in female population after 2001? After 2001, there is a rapid increase in female population mainly for the country like Brazil. Okay, because the curve of the graphs is constantly or tremendously going to the upward direction. So it shows that the Brazil has the rapid increase in female population after 2001. Question number 4, what was the female population in India in 1961? Okay, actually it's a sex ratio. Means what is the sex ratio of India in 1961? So according to this graph, the sex ratio of India in the year of 1961 is about 940 females. 940 females after per 1000 males is the correct answer. 940. Then, which country has more than 1000 female population? Which country has more than 1000 female population? More than 1000 female population is in Brazil, as their sex ratio is high. Okay. Now here we finished first 3 questions. Now we move to the question number 4. See, question number 4. Give geographical region and attempt any 2, each for 3 marks and collectively for 6 marks. Here we discuss all the 3. The question number 1 is tropical cyclones occur rarely in Brazil. I repeat the question. Tropical cyclones occur rarely in Brazil. Actually, it's a main feature. It's a main I repeat the question. Tropical cyclones occur rarely in Brazil. See, actually it's a main climatic features of Brazil that the tropical cyclones occur rarely in Brazil. And when we consider the similar features for India, The tropical cyclones are constantly affect the coastal part of India, almost both the sides, west and eastern sides of India. But the answer for it means here we just try to find out the reason why should the tropical cyclones occur rarely in Brazil. So the first point is that in the coastal regions near the equator in a Brazil, differences in temperatures are negligible. Generally, when we consider the Brazil, the equator mainly passes through the northern side and Tropic of Capricorn passes through the southern side. So because of the equator in the northern part, the differences in the climate or differences in the temperature is negligible, means minimum temperature is around 23 degrees Celsius and maximum temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius. It means we don't get the too much of changes in the temperature. Okay, it almost remain constant throughout the year because of the equator. Equator passes through the northern part. Okay, along the northeastern coastal area. Second thing, the winds moves in vertical direction in this region. It means due to the equator, the temperature is very high, and due to the high temperature at the ground and low temperature at the away from the surface. Okay, the winds are started blowing to the upward direction. Clear? And as the wind blowing to the upward direction means it is a vertical direction. The converging zone of the trade winds are very weak. Converging zone means the at the coastal area of northeastern part of the Brazil. The northeast trade winds and southeast trade winds are coming together. But due to the vertical flow of the wind started blowing to the upward direction. And because of that, it means this converging zone considered to be the very weak and cyclones are not formed. Clear? And due to that, tropical cyclones rarely visit to the coast of Brazil. That is the answer. Clear? Now see the question number 2. Question number 2. Vegetation is scarce in high altitude of Himalaya. I repeat, vegetation is scarce in the high altitude of Himalaya. Actually, Himalayan forest mainly found in India. Okay, and when we consider the physiography of Himalaya, automatically we get the answer or the reason of this question. Why should it very scarce, means very rare at the high altitude of the Himalaya? Generally, the Himalayan ranges get divides according to their altitudes. Low altitude, medium altitude, and very high altitude. And here we specially discuss the high altitude areas. And the high altitude areas mostly, most of the days in the year remain covered by the snow. As the temperature in this region remain around 0 degrees Celsius. Clear? And due to this, the severe cold is observed mainly in the high altitude areas of Himalayas. Okay, and due to this, the vegetation do not grow very well in this height or at this elevations. Understand? Even during the summer, due to the melting of ice, okay, the some seasonal flowering plants become possible. Okay, these are become possible, but their life span is very short because during the winter season, again due to the severe cold, they could not survive. Okay, because of that, they become extinct during the winter season. Clear? And because of that, at the high altitude areas, the vegetation is very rare or very scarce. Okay. Second thing, the vegetation along the Himalayas observed at the low elevated areas and medium elevations only. It means in the areas with the medium altitude, only the coniferous trees are found, and it includes the main trees varieties like pine, devdar, fir. Okay, and even at the low elevation, okay, we just get the mixed type at its foothills. Mixed type means it includes coniferous and coniferous as well as deciduous type of trees, and mostly it just dominated by the salt trees. Okay, because of that, vegetation is scarce in the high altitude areas of Himalayas. I repeat the answer. It means here, as it is expected to write with the 4 to 5 point, I just added the tree varieties found in the medium altitude and foothill part of the Himalayas. So otherwise, the main reason is that the high altitude of the Himalayas mostly covered by the snow throughout the year. Its temperature mainly lies below the 0°C. Okay, due to the severe cold, the plants could not survive here. Okay, even during the summer season at this location, melting of ice responsible to grow the certain or some seasonal flowering plants, but their survival rate is very low. They only grow during the summer. Again, in the winter season, they get extinct. Because of that, vegetation is very rare or scarce in high altitude areas of Himalayas. Okay, next. The third one is the most part of India have deciduous type of forest. Most part of India has the I repeat, I repeat the question number 3 and answer. See, most part of the India have the deciduous type of forest. Actually, India has the great variations, and because of that, in India, we just get the various type of forested area. See, first of all, we consider its different types. India mainly having evergreen forest, I repeat the third question again. Huh? Sorry for disturbance. I repeat the third question again along with answer. Most part of the India have deciduous type of forest. Actually, the India mainly having the different types of vegetation because of the variations in climate and physiography. Means India mainly having the different types like evergreen forest, deciduous type of forest, thorny shrubs, coastal forest, and even Himalayan forest. But among all them, the most part of the India mainly having deciduous type of forest. Why? The question is why? Why should the most part of India has the deciduous type of forest? So the reason is that the deciduous type of trees means the deciduous type of vegetation mainly characterized by the trees means most of the trees in this category shed their leaves mainly during the summer season. During the summer season, they mostly shed their leaves. Second thing, these trees are growing very well in the regions receiving rainfall annually, 1000 millimeter to 2000 millimeter in India. Clear it? Even in dry seasons, trees shed their leaves. Okay, and they shed their leaves mainly to due to the loss of due to the evaporation. Understand? Clear it? And main varieties found in these categories are teak, bamboo, banyan, people trees. Clear it? And most part of the India mainly having the similar climatic condition. It means most part of the India receiving rainfall between 1000 millimeter to 2000 millimeter of rainfall. And due to this, okay, the most part of the India mainly having deciduous type of vegetation. Okay, understand? Sure. Now we discuss the next one. Question number 5, answer in detail. Okay, anyone, and this is for 4 marks. First question, differentiate between the forest type of Brazil. Okay, now in some branches, the question had been given as a differentiate between the forest type of Brazil and India. So I just explained like that. If the difference between forest type of Brazil, you just write about the forest types of Brazil. But if the question is like that, differentiate between the forest type of Brazil and India, so you just follow the types, forest type for both the countries, India as well as Brazil. See, the forest type of Brazilian India can be differentiated as follows. Actually, the Brazil in Brazil, the rainfall remain varied. It means if we consider the northern and southern part, the rainfall amount of rainfall constantly increase south to north direction. Clear? So due to this variation, even in the physiography is also vary from north to south. Clear? And due to this, we just get the variations in the density of the forest cover in Brazil. It means as the rainfall increases, the density of forest also increases. And as the rainfall reduces, the density of the forest cover also reduces. That is the main feature. Second thing, Brazil mainly has the great variations in their climate and physiography. So variety of trees, variety of forest type mainly observed in Brazil. Okay, and because of that, Brazil remain quite rich for their uh, biodiversity too. Okay, evergreen forest mainly found in the areas where we get the rainfall throughout the year. Okay, and here the density of forest remain very high. But as we move to the interior part or to the towards the southward southern part of the Brazil, the amount of rainfall decrease, and where the rainfall is very low or starts decreasing, the density of vegetation is also starts reducing. Besides that, the Brazil also include the forest types like grasses, variety of grasses, short shrubs, thorny vegetation, etc. are found in Brazil. Besides that, the Brazil mainly has the largest number of vegetation species in the world, and because of that, having a rich biodiversity too. And it include all evergreen forest, deciduous forest, semi-evergreen forest, even arid forest, etc. Besides that, it includes the trees like pau Brazil, rubber, mahogany, rosewood, and variety of orchids. All these are found in Brazil. Clear? And second, the forest type of India. Actually, India mainly having uh, 5 types of forest: evergreen forest, deciduous forest, then thorny shrubs, coastal forest, and Himalayan forest. Evergreen forest, actually, evergreen forest mainly observed in the regions receiving rainfall around 2000 millimeter, and on an average, and abundant sunlight. Climate remain hot and humid. This region is suitable for the evergreen trees. Okay, and main features of the evergreen forest are these trees mainly having the large size of the or broad or green leaves. The second thing, the wood obtained from the evergreen forest having the economical value. These are remain hard in nature. Okay, durable also. Okay, these are the main feature, and a variety of trees, creepers, grasses mainly growing in this park. So because of that, evergreen trees mainly having the rich biodiversity. Main varieties are mahogany, rosewood, rubber, various type of creepers, etc. Second is the deciduous type of forest. The deciduous type of forest mainly growing very well in the areas receiving rainfall between 1000 to 2000 millimeter annually, and where we get the hot and dry climate also. Second thing, the trees from this category mostly shade their leaves during the summer season. Okay, that is the main feature also. Example, teak, bamboo, banyan tree, people tree, etc. Now, the third one is the thorny shrub vegetation. The regions that receive less than 500 millimeter of rainfall and experience dry summers for long period in India. Okay, mainly having thorny shrubs. Okay, and the this type of vegetation mainly having the specific features. Means first feature is that the most of the trees mainly remain short in their length. Most of the trees having thorns instead of leaves. Okay, and major varieties found in these categories are cassia, acacia, then caoutchouc, hedgery, variety of cactus like aloe vera, agave, etc. Okay, next variety is, next forest type is a coastal forest. Coastal forest, sometimes we called it as a mangroves or Sundarban too. Sundarban, because of the Sundar trees largely found in this category, we call it as a Sundarban. So coastal forests are recognized with the two another terms as the Sundarban and mangroves. And these are mainly found in the areas like swampy regions, estuaries, lagoons near the coastal areas. And this region mainly supported by the saline soil, moist climatic condition. Okay, and this type of conditions remain very suitable for the growth of coastal forest. Clear? And last type is a Himalayan forest. In India, in Indian Himalayas, the three types of forest are found according to their elevation. It means at the higher elevations, due to the severe condition, the seasonal flowering plants are observed. At the medium elevations, okay, coniferous trees are found. It includes deodar, pine, fir, etc. And at the foothills of the Himalayas, we just get the mixed type. Mixed type means coniferous as well as deciduous type. And it includes highly the sal varieties. Sal trees are highly found. Clear? So in this way, we can differentiate the forest type of Brazil and India. We must write all the species of the trees, varieties, along with their one feature for both the countries type. Okay. Now the question number 2. Compare the climates of Brazil and India. See, first here we discuss the climate of Brazil. When we consider the climatic condition of Brazil, see, the Brazil mainly having the vast latitudinal extent, and because of this vast latitudinal extent, there is a wide range of climatic conditions in Brazil. We just get the variations. Huh? Okay, it means these variations mainly held due to the certain factors also. Means the first is the equator and second is the Tropic of Capricorn. Equator mainly lies to the northern side and Tropic of Capricorn lies to the southern part. So due to that, the climate is hot to the north and climate is cold to the south. Even we get the tropical climate to the north and temperate climate to the south. Okay. Besides that, Brazil get its rainfall due to the southeast and northeast trade winds. But when we consider the part of Brazilian highlands, especially the northeastern part of the Brazilian highlands, which is very close to the northern coast of Brazil, okay, it was considered to be the rain shadow region because the rainfall is very low. As when the southeast trade winds coming towards the land, it get obstructed by the escarpment, and as the escarpment act as a obstruction to the winds, the coastal region receives orographic type of rainfall. Okay, and plenty of rainfall occurred in this area, but as this wind cross the escarpment, they become dry. Okay, moisture holding capacity again increase, and they gives a very less rainfall to the opposite, means leeward side, which is a part of northeastern part of Brazilian highland, and this is considered to be the rain shadow region. And sometimes we call it as a drought quadrilateral also. Okay, we call it as a drought quadrilateral region too. Clear? Besides that, when we consider the temperature in Brazil, the northern part of the Brazil is generally hot due to the equator, and the temperature in the southern part comparatively remain lower because of the Tropic of Capricorn. Seasonal variations are found in this pattern. Okay, means seasonal climatic variations are there. Even near the equator, the Brazilian coast temperature does not vary much. It means we don't get the ups and downs in the temperature. Temperature almost remain constant here. Huh? So these are the points that elaborate or describe the climate of Brazil. Next, you have to write the climate of India. See, India's climate is a monsoon type because the India receives rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds. And generally the Tropic of Cancer passes through the central part of the India. So the sun rays are almost perpendicular. So the country has the tropical type of climatic condition. And average temperature of the India also remain very high throughout the year. Okay, and as we it means as we move towards the north, temperature get reduced, but as we move toward the south, temperature increased. Clear? So the maximum temperature is in Rajasthan desert and very lowest temperature recorded at Jammu and Kashmir. It is about -40°C during winter season. Okay. Even the diversity of the climatic condition of India mainly due to the latitudinal location. It means India's latitudinal extent is quite high. Understand? Besides that, the altitude of the places remain different. So these are also affects the climate of India. Besides that, two important factors are there that affects the Indian climate. One is the Indian Ocean and second is the Himalayan mountain ranges. And these are highly affected the climate of India, as well as due to their influence, we just get the origin of monsoon too. Understand? Okay, so it is about the comparative study for climatic condition of Brazil and India. Clear? At least here it is expected. You must write the 4 points for climate of India and 4 points for climates of Brazil. Okay, so then you get the complete 4 marks. Even for the forest type, you have to write the 4 types, 4 points for Brazilian forest and 4 points for Indian forest. Then you get a complete 4 marks. Okay, chal. Best of luck. Thank you, students. Now we can stop here.